Welcome, and once again, I welcome you to video 1001. And thank you for once again being here with me as we talk royals and the not so royals. I really had such big plans for today, but truly had one of those days. It is my habit to have a cup of coffee and two slices of bread with peanut butter and jam. Well, I bravely took out the bread, opened the peanut butter tub, and spilled water and dish soap all over my bread. My daughter colored my hair, missed a spot, and left me with this big grey spot right in front. And the color is much darker than it is supposed to be. And I hate it. So instead of entertaining you with one of my Lady C headbands, I tied my hair up and looked like my usual drab self. An hour of my life wasted. Actually, a bit of irritation started yesterday, and this time I am going to say something. I've kept quiet long enough, always trying to stay out of YouTuber drama and fights, and I shall continue to do so. Continue to do my own thing. But for once, I am going to point out the utter hypocrisy of another. You see, a while ago, Mr. Neil Sean, whom I like as a YouTuber and I've been watching for a very, very long time. As a matter of fact, often when I've gone off other YouTubers, I would still be watching Neil Sean's videos because they're nice and short. However, I've noticed, just like with me in the comment section, people will say things like, go watch the Royal Grifts video on this or that, or go watch this one's video. Now, Mr. Neil Sean does not allow that. He actually said as much. He said, please do not mention other YouTubers in my comment section. I am not endorsing any other YouTuber, never will. Um, it's not his thing. He's doing his own work and he is going to continue to do his own work, and he's not interested. He doesn't watch other YouTubers and he's not endorsing other YouTubers. Except that I have noticed that he does talk about the same things everyone else talks about. And then, day before yesterday, what do I see on his video? My work. Yes, he used a picture I made, and when I say I made, I mean it's a picture I made. I used, as you can see on the screen, I used picture I got online of men in black. I took the background out and I superimposed it on one of my videos more than, say, a year ago. Anyway, so Mr. Neil Sean is either watching my videos but refuses to admit to it, or he just randomly took one of my pictures without asking whether he could use my content or my work. I don't know. But clearly, if he doesn't want a referral in his comments to another video, but he watches other videos and even goes so far as to take pictures from other videos without giving them credit or without asking permission, then he is one of the biggest hypocrites I have come across in a long time. And I don't like it. I don't like being lied to. I don't like being told, oh, I don't watch anyone else's videos, and do not promote anyone else's videos in my comment section, blah, blah, blah. But then you take work from their videos and use it as your own. Anyway, guys, that's all I wanted to say. And from here on out, we will continue with our usual fare, royal news and such. Okay, so yesterday was Queen Consort Camilla's 77th birthday, and it coincided with the opening of Parliament. Westminster Abbey rang its bells to commemorate her birthday, and she was wearing the beautiful diamond diadem to the state opening of Parliament. If I had a head of hair like hers, I would have worn that crown or diadem every day. It looked so beautiful on her head. Anyway, I was rather keen to watch the opening of Parliament this year, but I had arranged for a trailer so I could remove garden refuse and building rubble, and it took longer than expected. Dragonman had rugby practice and a fancy dress function in the evening, and the theme was the mafia. And grandmother also had to take a tour of town, going from shop to try and find him a black tie. Finally, finding him one in a men's outfitters. You know, the type which only carries brand names. I nearly birthed a kitten right there and then when I saw the price, but he got his black tie, his first and only tie, except for the one he wears as part of his school uniform. So I guess it's not wasted. A man has to own a tie after all. Oh, I mean, geez, what is wrong with me today? I'm here to talk about the royals, so I better get on with it. I also see that King Charles and Camilla had confirmed their October visit to Australia, and I must admit that I'm sighing a sigh of relief. I can't wait for William to become king, but I strongly feel that he needs a little time. If I could have my wish, I would wish that the king stay healthy and able until Catherine is fully back at work again and able to accompany William to all the functions and overseas trips, etc. I doubt it will happen this year, though. I think we'll see Catherine sporadically like we have been seeing her for the rest of the year, and that we'll likely only have our princess back fully sometime in the first quarter of next year. Well, we can only pray that it is so. Princess Anne is also up and about, and that really, really makes me happy. Anne is one tough old gal, and I adore her. I'm still very much into the Donald Trump shooter scenario, so grabbing a few minutes yesterday, I followed up on that for about 15, 20 minutes before I went to my email and read and answered about 5 of them before going to bed. I was so tired yesterday. It was just a very long and busy day, but one of the email I read was actually a very interesting one. I'm not going to go into the backstory of how this person heard what she heard, but it sounds very legit. She tells me Meghan is broken. It's the only way she says she can possibly describe it. She says that the rants chop and change. Nothing is going according to plan, and it is everyone's fault but Meghan's. Rant number 1 is that Harry is holding her back, which this person says he's definitely not. He wants Meghan to go back to acting, wants her to go into politics, do podcasts, do whatever she wants to do. He just wants her to do it. Get on with it. Whatever she wants. Maybe he just wants her off his back, but never mind. This person says that Harry is like Meghan's biggest cheerleader. But despite that, she's still blaming him for everything. Holding her back, stealing her spotlight, ignoring her. The list goes on and on and on, and every day there's a new issue. And then she blames the palace and King Charles in particular for launching new products, even though he knows she is about to launch her new products. Now we know that is utter rubbish, as products from Balmoral and Sandringham has been sold for what, 40 years? Anyway, Meghan is also blaming the United States media now, whom she says has been influenced by the British media to trash her. The email states that Meghan's hate list is now so long, and it gets longer by the day, and that it is taking over her life as she prepares her revenge. And according to this email, Meghan is full of plans to wreak absolute havoc. She allegedly told someone that she feels she can no longer trust Harry to deal with the royals, so she will, and they will be sorry they treated her the way they did. Yep, that's Meghan for you. Oy vey. How did they treat her exactly? Gave her a huge, lavish wedding, sent her on 3 overseas tours with a bigger clothing budget than any of the other royal ladies, or shall we say all of them put together. I mean, goodness, how many can boast that they were walked down the aisle by the King of England? Well, she and Harry were given the Commonwealth to run, but not even that was good enough for them. According to this email, Meghan is quite beside herself since the Tillman Award debacle started. According to the email, a staff member who is closest to Meghan has been trying to console her and distract her, trying to redirect her attention to her cooking and entertaining show, which is nearing its final cut. But it appears that Meghan has already lost interest in that and can't even be bothered to do something to promote the series. All in all, things allegedly do not look good in Montecito. Anyway, guys, I do not think any of that is actually new or news to us. I think we've all guessed as much. I have a couple of hot irons in the fire, though, so I hope that by the weekend some of my questions had been answered and that we can have a long chat about those things very soon. Anyway, my dears, I have to go collect Dragonman from school and have other things to do, errands to run in the rain and cold. So, my friends, please take good care of yourselves until we meet again. Right back here. Bye.